Alright, so this is what I've been doing for the past week. Off and on, outside of work. Haha. A recreation of Dark Souls 1's Firelink Shrine. It's not a perfect one-to-one recreation. As you can see, this area is way too big. This whole bottom area is. It's like a mix between an Elden Ring ruin and Firelink Shrine. But I think it, I think it still looks nice. You've got Anastasia's little cell. I need to put something in there. Staircase doesn't wrap around. But regardless of that, you've got the general layout is here with my shitty ass trees because for some reason Lego doesn't have just trees that you can put down. God forbid. And the well isn't here. Instead, that's where the village square is. And then the multiple entrances up into here, where Laurentius sits, even the little space here that leads off into where you would view Blighttown in Lordran. We've got, like, for example, like this little room is way too big, again, but you got your little back area. Well, there's a body with a soul on it here. You have in here, this area is missing a lot of its windows just because of how limiting Lego is, but this is obviously where Petrus and the other two are, or the other three. And then you go up here, where I even have the little shortcut that pops you down to where those chests are. Up into here, which then leads to where the elevators would be that would lead up into the Undead Burg. Nothing in here. And as you see, this isn't 100% right either. There's supposed to be two overhangs, there's only one. And the second one, you're supposed to be able to roll into the hidden area, but, you know, compartmentalizing. In hindsight, I probably could have shortened this area, like brought this in a little bit, and then made more room for that stuff, but too late now. And frankly, I'm happy with the way this turned out. And then of course you have, can't put water down sadly, but here you have the main chapel area and the giant spire. It's a bit more hanging off on that side than there should be, and there is a reason for that. Also, there isn't really anything to put here for like the statue, but maybe I'll think of something later. Then this of course leads out to here. With the little drop down and everything. Cropping on the right. Which this would lead into, like, you know, the graveyard area, which I might put down some tombstones just for the heck of it. But then, of course, you can run up here. And then here, where Velka's big crow would be. This little side area. You can get a soul. And then, like I said, I don't have, like, because obviously there's no elevator to go up, so you can't get up to the shortcut that way. But this is Lego Fortnite, so you just sort of hop up here. Like so. Or, additionally, you can go to the pillars, like you do in the game. There's no rocky outcropping to jump on, but here, which will lead you to the staircase. Staircase is a little messy, which will lead up to the nest, or in this case, a bounce pad. And yeah, that's Firelink. It's not perfect, but I don't think I did too bad. Nope. You could see into it there, I didn't notice that. I'll fix that. But yeah, I'll probably upgrade it to make it like a proper village. Maybe add like beds and places and whatnot. But yeah, that's it. Whoa. Off to the Undead Asylum. And of course I named it Firelink and have the bus station. So yeah, now on Ninjago Island we have a nice jumping off point to get to a lot of places.